Hi everyone, welcome. We're going to be live streaming this on Facebook and we're just setting it up and we'll be starting soon.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome and thank you for attending our webinar today on how Khaadi is succeeding in online retail. Pakistan e-commerce consortium is thrilled to be hosting another webinar with Alavi.ai. Today, our webinar is taking place via Zoom, but is being live streamed on Facebook group, PECC's Facebook group and page as well. The discussion will be moderated by Anushka. She is heading the marketing department at Alavi.ai. She will take you through the introduction of our esteemed guest and how the webinar will go. And after the discussion, we will open the floor for the Q&A session. And it is requested to all of you, please write all your questions and queries in the comment section on Zoom or on the Facebook live stream, wherever you are comfortable. And now I would like to invite Anishka from Alavi.ai to start the discussion. Over to you, Anishka.
Thank you so much, and welcome to everybody who's here today. Thank you very much for attending this webinar, and we really hope that you take away something important and valuable from this. So today we will be exploring the world of fashion, which is an industry that is changing extremely quickly, and it's actually quite difficult to keep up with the pace of change. And our speaker today is Raja Naveed, head of e-commerce at Khaadi, one of Pakistan's largest fashion and retail brands. And we're absolutely privileged to have him here with us, and it's quite an opportunity. So welcome, Raja. It's great to be able to discuss with you some of the details and big ideas behind Khaadi's success as an online retailer.
Thank you very much, Anushka. It's great to be here today, and I'm absolutely excited to share some of the insights on the e-commerce with you and the audience.
Wonderful. So just to start, for anyone who is watching this webinar who may not be familiar with Khaadi, could you start by telling us a little bit about the brand?
Absolutely, sure. So Khaadi is Pakistan's leading retail fashion brand with global presence in multiple countries and have stores in prime fashion districts in Pakistan, internationally like Dubai Mall in UAE, Westfield Mall in UK. So with e-commerce, we are delivering in about 500 plus cities in Pakistan, and globally, we are serving about 9 countries plus Europe. So if I look back for our last 12 months, Khaadi's prime focus has been growing our e-commerce business, where we are relentlessly working to achieve one goal, that is delivering an outstanding customer experience. So be it the product, website, delivery experience, or after sales service. This motto of ours, I believe, has really opened new avenues for us, where we have been able to explore different opportunities in technology, innovation, fulfillment, last mile, and customer relations. Um, at, at Hardy, we strongly believe in agility, which has enabled us to be able to do a lot of experimentation, basically, in multiple domains. And this agility of ours literally has set us apart from the rest of the players in the industry, and hence we have been able to set many trends. And I'm looking forward to achieving many more in future, inshallah.
It is incredible, really, that Khaadi has set itself apart by being a brand that focuses on agility. If the pandemic taught us anything, it was that brands that were agile were the ones that actually did better than others. So we'll talk about that a little more. So how has Khaadi's focus on agility really impacted Khaadi's customers?
Okay. So the impact of being agile and razor sharp focus on customer experience has been truly impactful, both in terms of the brand health and of course the monetary value. We have truly been able to rewrite our brand story and change the customer's perception as in how they see us as a brand. So you see, fashion is all about self-expression. Hence, we went back to the drawing board and we pretty much revamped everything from product innovation to product delivery and everything and anything in between. So basically, all of this helped us, this bring us Khaadi alive in the e-commerce space and really get it growing to nearly about a triple-digit growth.
Wow, that's really really incredible and quite a success. So just to build on what you have mentioned, how are you bringing Khaadi's story alive through e-commerce, and how is this effort helping Khaadi evolve and strengthen the relationship between the brand and the customer?
Well, I believe the relationship between customers and brands, in particular fashion brands, has never been so important ever. At Khaadi, I think we see this relationship being impacted by some of the shifts we are seeing at an industry level, where the current and the future generation of online shoppers, these guys have strong opinions. They are very crystal clear in their head as to what they want from them. Not only they are strongly, I would say, opinionated, but they are equally influential. So they influence others. They get influenced when it comes to online shopping. They share ideas. They research online before they go for a purchase. They consider reviews very very seriously. And sometimes, even depending on the product, they take feedback from the current users as to how their experience was with the brand. So I think what I feel, unlike previous online buyers who had to buy only what a select group of brands has to offer, today's online shoppers want to be heard, and they dictate what they want. So I think this puts a tremendous amount of responsibility on brands to be able to listen to their customers carefully, uh, b incorporate their feedback right from the product to the experience, c be agile enough to be able to mold themselves according to what customer wants and needs. So I think influencer marketing, hence I think, plays a vital role over here, since people want to look at what their friends are wearing, what celebrities are wearing. So what's in fashion and taste are no longer determined by the brand alone, but I think it's the relationship between the brands, or else these shoppers would have no reason to be hanging on to the brand. And I think that there are so many options available out there. So switching brands have never been so easy. So it's the relationship that matters in the end.
Thank you so much for those insights. There are a lot of lessons there for us to learn from. So, from what I understand, technology is really enabling the evolution of the
Yeah,
fashion and retail industry, and is
yeah.
helping people share how they think and feel when it comes to fashion and retail. So, in what ways is Khaadi using technology to grow and scale in today's competitive fashion and retail space? And the second part of that question would be, where does technology fit in when it comes to tackling opportunities and challenges in the online fashion industry?
Okay, so that's a very good question, Anishka. I think, I believe we wouldn't be able to see any company in future which doesn't have technology built in within its core. We all can see many examples around us right now. So from Ubers of the world to Airbnbs, fintechs, kicking in, mobile wallets, mobile banking, AI based tech startups, 3D printing. So the only companies who are now even going to be even having a chance to survive, let alone thrive, are the ones with focus and technology. We not only share the same belief at Khaadi, but right from top to bottom, work aggressively to be able to incorporate technology in pretty much all our functions. So I think I would love to be able to quote many examples, but let me give you a couple. Number one, Khaadi was Pakistan's first company, and I really feel proud when I say this. Pakistan's first company to initiate full-scale omni-channel fulfillment, where we successfully converted all our retail outlets as e-commerce fulfillment centers. So this helped us achieve many goals, like if I have to put them in order. So customer experience was basically the one that we sort of enhanced. How did we do that? We have been able to reduce the lead time to deliver. So for example, an order that was placed in Peshawar is now being fulfilled and dispatched from Peshawar, hence reducing the overall delivery lead time for the customer. Another example that I can give is we were able to optimize the inventory at our retail stores. That was the key element. That was the key achievement that we made. So this helped us increase the sell through and the conversion, and helped us achieve the optimization of the inventory. Plus, shorter distance between the fulfillment center and the customer place means a shorter distance. Shorter distance means reduced and optimized delivery costs. And I think we have been pretty much, the last thing that I wanted to mention is we were able to double up the productivity of our retail store team members. So that's one example I can give. Another would be, maybe a partnership with the Lavi, which has truly been a success. We were able to take a deeper dive into the data and produce insights which were crucial to our decision making in terms of who our customers are, how do they behave. These insights were helpful to us increasing our conversion rate to a significant extent. We were able to target and retarget our customers with precision, and automatically it had a direct impact on our top line. So all in all, if I have to sum up, I strongly believe success without technology is near impossible.
Thank you so much, and thanks for the mention of Alavi. I'm glad that we've been able to contribute to your incredible success. So, what advice do you have for e-commerce teams when it comes to dealing with rapid changes in the marketplace, both online and offline?
Well, okay. Let me answer it this way. If I have to pick one or maybe two, I would really advise as to have agility, to have the openness to be able to experiment. And I think keeping the customer first. First, devise a roadmap as to where you want to be in, let's say, 2 years, and totally out of the current pyramid and out the boundaries of your current structure. And imagine and visualize how you're going to be there. What would it take you to achieve your long-term goals? What kind of technology you need to reach there? You devise a comprehensive roadmap, focus, and just get it delivered. Most important thing in this whole cycle is the selection of the technology and partners. That's the key over here. For technology, the reliance has always been on our IT departments, which I believe that really need to change. IT whilst and technology whilst have a more sort of a strategic role, comes it needs to be a bit more of an execution role and consultation in partnership with commercial. So we need to have a transformational mindset to be able to select the right technology for our business. The second, I would say, the same case with the partner selection, where we need to have the flexibility to be able to work with startups and understand how they're going to impact our business, as well as the developed and established partners. What value can they add to the business? A simple rule of thumb, which I have learned from my mentors, and of course mentioned in the book as well, is a triple C. So what is a triple C? Competency, capacity, capability. I hope this helps.
Thank you. Of course, I'm sure lots of people are taking notes down right now. This is incredible, and thank you for really highlighting how technology has also evolved from just being the focus of IT departments to being more cross-cutting across the company. So let's move on to a different topic, which is actually
Sure.
trending, which millennials and Gen Z, the future of fashion and e-commerce, I would say. So, in your opinion, how is Khaadi preparing to cater and build the brand for this future generation of online shoppers, and what future trends is the brand excited about?
Quite a hot topic these days, I must say. And I also think I can cover, I think, both of your questions in one. So yes, millennials and Gen Z are important consumer categories or personas to focus on. To be successful in online retail, you have to cater to their needs and preferences. And Khaadi is already preparing the brand and catering to them in a number of ways. So research suggests that millennials most often prefer shopping online via desktop, but Gen Z is more likely to prefer mobile apps. We are working very aggressively on launching an app for Khaadi soon, and a lot of research and consultation are taking place around that. Another major way Khaadi is preparing the brand to cater to the millennials and Gen Z is by understanding that millennials and Gen Z are omni shoppers. This means that Gen Z in particular will still like to visit stores even though they make their purchases online, even though they research online, even though they do consider reviews online. Brick and mortar store experiences will still be important, and Khaadi is making an effort to better understand the future role of our brick and mortar stores as well, and how that role will contribute to our customers' online and offline experience. Lastly, I think Hardy is using technology like Alavi to understand million Gen Z audience segments for marketing purposes. You need to analyze lots and lots of data to better understand who your millennial or Gen Z customers are. Well, basically, since you mentioned millennial Gen Z, and that's why I kept on repeating this, but I believe it's about all of the customer base actually. So I think, and we have been getting a lot of help in that. So using your own conversion data and technology, you can very quickly figure it out if your brand is even attractive to millennials and Gen Z, or even to your own customers. So yes, quite a hot topic these days.
Wow, that's lots of exciting things going on in the industry. So, how do you keep up with these changes as a leader? How do you ensure your organization and teams keep up with these changes?
Okay. Well, the industry and consumer shopping pattern is ever evolving. And I think the key here is customer, their feedback, and closely monitoring that. Have the strength and muscle to be able to acknowledge, appreciate, uh, and, and, and act on what your customers need and want. Especially post pandemic, all e commerce leaders need to be on top of their game in terms of delivering a consistent customer experience. The key over here is the consistent experience. Excuse me. Additionally, I think listening to your employees, partners, and stakeholders is really important as well, because I think it is through these conversations that you will find important pieces of information and the creativity your brand needs to move forward. Making an extra effort to make sure people can share and have open conversations about the brand in the future is important, because that's kind of set the stage for the brand's ability to respond in times of crisis. And talking about crisis, if we were to talk about the current times, COVID-19 has been a major crisis for pretty much all the businesses, including, of course, Khadi. And it becomes really difficult to be agile in during such times. So what we at Khaadi e-commerce, we really had to work nights and days to ensure we keep the only shop open, running and selling as smooth as humanly and as technically possible, with complete reliance on technology. For example, when the pandemic hit, we knew that top of mind of our customers was essential, and we had the ability and the muscle to be able to come up with new product lines like like face mask and sanitizers, etc., etc. There were many other products as well, by the way, to meet the top of the mind demand. We also spent a lot of time on product design, manufacturing, and just-in-time delivery to warehouses nationwide to lead the industry in that front, especially during the COVID-19 crisis. So I think, to sum it up, I think being agile and setting up the organization to be able to respond to change is going to become more and more important. Always know what's on top of your mind, customers, and proactively create opportunities to be able to listen to your customers, to your employees, to your partners, and to your stakeholders. And I wish I could share more and more to ensure that Kaji. So basically, Khadi and my team to keep up with changing environment of retail. But those are some steps that I'm currently focusing on, and I hope it is useful to the others who are listening today.
Thank you so much, Raja, for that. You've really spent a lot of time explaining from details and the big ideas that are happening in Khaadi, and I'm sure us and our audience really appreciates that. So actually, that brings us to the end of our discussion with you on how Khaadi is succeeding in online retail. So thank you very much. Thank you so
You're
much
very
for
welcome. Thank you very much.
the insight that you have given, and also for explaining where fashion is heading and highlighting some of the complexities around that future path that online brands will be taking. So now what we will do is we've got a couple of questions that have come in through this discussion,
Okay.
and I'll hand the floor back over to Anu. So we're going to take just a couple of questions, and any other questions that our audiences might have that we can't answer today due to time constraints, we will get back to you on those questions through Facebook, or you can even reach out to the Pakistan E-commerce Consortium or even to Alavi, and we will direct your questions to Raja Naveed, and he will answer them to the best of his abilities. So now I'll hand it over to Anu. So thank you so much.
Can I just
Yes,
quickly add a note over here? Is that okay with you?
of course.
So I've been to multiple webinars and seminars, and post COVID we used to have seminars as well, by the way. So one thing that I always request to my friends and audience who's listening, I think I would appreciate if the question is about ideas, improvements, e-commerce insights. I would love to be able to speak about it. Anything regarding companies' information or projects or strategy or tool. I would just want to give a heads up. I may not be able to, considering the information confidentiality, would be able to address those questions. I hope that's okay with you and the audience.
Of course, no worries at all.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Over to you, Anu.
definitely. Yeah, thank you, Anushka. It was really amazing session with you, Raja. You have shared some valuable insights. I hope audience have gained so much from the session. Before going towards the Q&A, I will start with a comment where somebody is praising Khaadi. It's Sayed Shoaib Ahsan from Unity Retail, must be your partner. He's saying Khaadi has demonstrated exemplary agility and rapidly transformed its e-commerce business. Proud to be a partner in this, in their journey.
Thank you very much, and we are equally proud of them on board with us.
So the first question which we have, what advice do you have for the brands that are looking to expand globally?
Okay, I did not get sorry, can you say that again?
What advice do you have for the brands that are looking to expand globally?
Okay, one thing, focus on globalization with localization in mind. Who are the customers? Your product offering serves, let's say, so if you're looking forward to expand, let's say in any European country, so does your product offering serves the Pakistani diaspora, or is it for the general audience? Do a very good research on the local consumers. Do you have the do you even have the relevant product offering? And if you do, what sort of verticals and product categories do you have that would work in that particular market? And what categories of your product portfolio would be of their interest? So initially, it could be challenging due to the legal and tax structure and payment infrastructure of Pakistan, along with shipping and handling, shipping and delivery. However, there are now many off-the-shelf tools available that can help you expand your brand globally, and you don't have to worry about these payments and shipping and handling even anymore at all. So just make sure you do study the local consumer very well. That's the only piece of advice I can give to brands expanding globally.
Thank you. So next up we have, what is omni-channel and what were the challenges faced by you or Khaadi during the implementation?
Okay. Well, I believe there's a significant amount of content available online regarding omnichannel. So, however, I would just touch very briefly. Omnichannel has three major verticals, including marketing, communication, and fulfillment. So, the whole idea is basically, if I have to sort of sum it up, the whole idea is basically customers should be able to connect with the brand anywhere, from anywhere, should be able to place an order from multiple channels available and get the parcel as per their convenience through any medium. That's the total sphere of omnichannel. Regarding the challenges, I would probably have to think about it, but I can certainly give a couple of insights or maybe advice on how to go about the omnichannel. I think the first thing that you need is the transformational mindset. There are many ERPs, tools, and even human capability and skills available, skill set available in Pakistan. But I think it's the mindset that matters at the end of the day. So you need to have that transformational mindset to be able to unlearn what you have been learning in the past, and you need to be able to go with an open mindset and just deliver. So I think digital uh, mindset transformational mindset. And the second thing would be the selection of the right tool. What fits to your business? What is your business budgets? And what is the infrastructure and what is the IT infrastructure of your company, e-commerce structure of the company? Based on that, you should be selecting the right tool as per your needs. So these, I think these are the two piece of information advice I can give to the brands who are
Super,
now looking forward to omni-channel.
super. Thank you. Next, I'm merging two different, not different, but two similar questions in one. What is one thing that Khaadi did right in the pandemic, and what's your take on the contactless payments and contactless deliveries?
Okay, one thing that Khaadi did right. I think there are many things Khaadi, Alhamdulillah, has been doing right and way earlier than anticipated, and that's why we are where we are. But if I have to pick one thing, I think pandemic was quite devastating for all the business, and we also had that impact. However, not only we worked aggressively towards keeping the business thriving, but we actually, I think the one thing that we did right was actually we did not waste time, and we rather took this as let's say, downtime as an opportunity to focus on technology, to focus on innovation, and in parallel we did working on, we worked on some of the key projects that now alhamdulillah have a major impact of companies, both in terms of brand and in terms of monetary value, and I think that's a fantastic thing that we did over the pandemic.
All right, thank you so much for answering all of our questions. Because we are getting short of time, so I'll not take more of your time.
I think,
Yeah.
can I request something? I think,
Yeah,
I think it would be great if we can take all the questions from the audience, because I understand we just have 1 minute left. So I would really recommend that we can take all of the questions and forward it to me, and I would love to be able to respond respond to them. Right?
That's awesome. Yeah. So everyone who is listening, please drop down your questions in the comment section, or you can inbox on Pakistan e-commerce consortium's page. We have come to an end of our webinar today. I would like to thank Raja, Alavi.ai, and all our listeners especially. We hope you enjoyed and learned something valuable today. Please feel free to reach out to us for any of your feedback about the webinar, and for your queries and questions for the Khaadi or for Alavi.ai. Recording of this webinar will also be available on Pakistan e-commerce consortium page and on Alavin's page as well. So you can share with your friends and colleagues who couldn't be here with us today. So yeah, have a great evening and
Anna,
have a great weekend. Yeah, please.
I'm really sorry to interrupt. Before leaving, can I quote Elon Musk over here? Is that okay with you? Can I take one more minute?
Please, sure, go ahead.
So funny enough, Elon Musk once mentioned in an interview that I was watching, and he mentioned in an interview that instead of having baby showers, we should have business showers where we all, celebrate their business. We all bring our own resources and contribute towards them. I think that's the kind of mindset we need to have to be able to thrive businesses in Pakistan. And together we grow this e-commerce industry. So I'm very much willing to help and respond to any of the questions that the audience has. And thank you very much for having me. It's great. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Raja. I hope you can serve as a mentor to a lot of e-commerce businesses under the Pakistan e-commerce consortium platform. So yeah, everyone who is listening, you have got one more mentor right in front of you. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope
Thank you,
have
guys.
a
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye.